Hello and welcome to the I Do Wedding Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Nina Adio, a social media marketing expert specific to the wedding industry. On this show, I discuss tips to help you DIY your social media, as well as getting the confidence and income to outsource it. Thank you for allowing this episode to come through on your Bluetooth, your car radio, wherever it may be you're listening from today. Now, let's take your wedding business to the next level. Hello, guys. It's the freaking weekend. You are listening to this. If you're listening to this when it comes out, it is a Saturday, a beautiful fall Saturday. And it means we are also less than a week away from my first ever live workshop. So I am getting just so revved up and ready for that. It is the Engage to Engagement workshop with Carissa Cruzy Weddings, where I'm going to be teaching you my signature 10-10-10 social media strategy. This is a strategy that brought me to success without having to take up all my time. So I really look forward to learning it. Tickets are $47, and you can look that up in the show notes below. But what I really wanted to talk about today, in addition to, of course, the workshop, is the quote that kind of gets me through. Sometimes self promotion is really hard when you're trying to promote your own business, maybe even somebody else's. It can be hard to put yourself out there. And this quote got me through a lot. And it's, you wouldn't care what people thought about you if you realized how seldom they do it. And what happens is a friend of mine who, we both kind of have a weekly strategy session where we talk about our businesses. She brought up this example of somebody who she knows in her real life finding her business page. And that was initially kind of like, oh no, like cringy and embarrassing. But look, we're the only ones thinking of ourselves all the time. You can't let it stop you. I remember in the beginning of my business, what I had to do was I wouldn't put my name anywhere. I wouldn't put my face anywhere, which is so crazy to think now if you look at my profile, because my face is everywhere. And I said it was because I had a full-time job at the time, but I really know what it's because. I was afraid. I was afraid of people in my real life seeing it and judging it. And the truth is, well, I can't speak for them, but I can speak for me. And I've had so many friends and family supporting me, and friends of friends that I see viewing my Instagram stories. I had my friend Anthony message me the other day. He is not a wedding pro. And he was like, "Hey, your podcast got cut off." And I was like, I wasn't like, "Oh my God, my podcast got cut off." I was like, "Oh my God, you listened?" Like that just like warmed my heart. But so, yes, those people are thinking of you, but the people you're afraid of, they're not sitting there thinking of you like you think they are. And even if maybe they are, but it's better just not to think of it, because, there are a lot of people that in my mind, I feel, probably wouldn't root for me. But is their power stronger than mine? No. No, it's not. The power we put into ourselves and the belief we have in ourselves and in our business is stronger. If you're trying to build up that strength, I would recommend having a friend who also has a business. Doesn't have to be a wedding business. The friend I meet with weekly, she does coaching, and we talk about our businesses and we kind of cheer each other on all week long. And that has been so valuable. If you don't have a friend in business, just reach out to a friend you do have, just saying, like, this is what I need to help me get through this and to get comfortable. Can you help me? It doesn't have to be people in the industry, but as you use social media, you're going to meet your industry friends. Like, this is the first year where I'm considering going to a wedding convention, and I have several people who I'd like to meet in person because they've become my friends. So there are ways to build up that support system when you're worried about the people who are going to be thinking negatively about you, the people who are going to be judging you for posting a reel, the people who are going to be judging you for being that person on social media. They are so insignificant, and maybe they're not even thinking it. You're thinking it. You're projecting your insecurities onto what you think the people who are rooting against you are thinking. So that's kind of just my motivation to do you, post you. Don't be afraid to share yourself if those are the reasons why. There are very legitimate reasons for some who don't want to be the face of their business, and that's fine. But if your reason is because you're afraid of people from your high school finding your profile, we can overcome that. If you're looking for something more direct as far as help goes, I do offer strategy sessions. So that is available on my website if you go under services. And that's where I'll really give you whatever sort of coaching you need. But I will be looking into your social media profiles, telling you what I would change, what I would fix, what I would do, what strategies I would implement, and so forth, all within our session together. So you can check that out at idoweddingmarketing.com on the services tab. But I hope this was a bit of weekend inspiration for you. I know it does me good to kind of tell myself these things again, that I can do it, that people you wouldn't worry what people thought about you if you realize how seldom they do it, and that it's much better to spend my time believing in me rather than worrying what other people think. Thanks for being here, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.